In a small village nestled in the mountains, there lived a wise old monk named Hakun. He was known throughout the land for his wisdom and insight, and many people came to seek his counsel. One day, a young woman came to Hakun seeking guidance. She was distraught and anxious, and her mind was filled with worries and fears. She asked Hakun for help, but he simply looked at her with a gentle smile and did not say a word. The woman was confused and frustrated. She had come all this way seeking guidance, and the monk simply looked at her in silence. She was about to leave when Hakun gestured for her to stay. He handed her a small bowl and filled it with water. Please carry this bowl of water to the other side of the courtyard, Hakun said. The woman looked at him with confusion, but she took the bowl and walked across the courtyard. When she reached the other side, she turned back to Hakun, wondering what this exercise was supposed to teach her. Hakun then gestured for her to walk back across the courtyard with the bowl. As she walked, she watched the water in the bowl sloshing back and forth, and she focused on keeping the water from spilling. When she reached the other side, Hakun asked her, "What did you notice?" The woman replied, "I was careful not to spill the water." Hakun nodded and smiled. "Good, now carry the bowl of water back and forth across the courtyard again. But this time, do it without thinking about the water." The woman was confused, but did as she was instructed. She carried the bowl back and forth across the courtyard. But this time, she did not think about the water. She simply walked, feeling the weight of the bowl in her hand and the sound of her footsteps on the ground. When she returned to Hakun, he asked her again, "What did you notice?" The woman replied, "I noticed the weight of the bowl in my hand and the sound of my footsteps on the ground." Hakun nodded and smiled. "Good, now imagine that your worries and fears are like the water in the bowl. When you focus too much on them, they slosh around and cause you to lose your balance. But when you don't focus on them, they become like the weight of the bowl in your hand, something that you are aware of but not confused by." The woman nodded, feeling a sense of clarity and peace that she had not felt in a long time. She thanked Hakun for his wisdom and left the monastery, feeling lighter and more at ease. From that day on, the woman made a practice of focusing on the present moment rather than letting her worries and fears consume her. She learned the gift of silence, the art of being present, and how to live with more peace and clarity. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe.